If I were a rich man, all day long I'd biddy-biddy-bop. If I were a wealthy man.
Our daughter's getting married and there's trouble in the town. You're upset, you're worn out, go inside, go lie down. Maybe it's indigestion.
Fiddler on the Roof is an American classic, but it's been 20 years since it's been to the Chanhassen. So is there a better way to celebrate the 45th anniversary of the Chanhassen Dinner Theater than to bring back such a much requested, in fact, the most requested event, which is Fiddler on the Roof? So glad to have with me Keith Rice and also Michelle Barber, stars of Fiddler on the Roof.
Stars.
Thank you.
Isn't it going to be fun to bring it back? A whole new generation, as my children and others are going to be introduced to something that's been on a little bit off the front burner for a little while, at least here in the Twin Cities.
Mm-hmm. And why, I don't understand. It's such a family show, and it's so oriented to who we are in connection as people. It's a wonderful show. The music is incredible, and it's a story about family, tradition, life together, and under hard times, and how you communicate with each other. And working with this lovely lady again is fantastic. You kidding?
I paid him
Come
to
on.
say that.
Come on.
And you know, in the past, I would say, what, 4 years, we've been doing kind of what they call jukebox musicals, where you do a lot of really familiar songs like Footloose and All Shook Up and Joseph, and it's been very successful.
Yep.
And yet this is the classic, Fiddler on the Roof, and more times than not we're hearing, you know, I haven't seen Fiddler, or I don't know Fiddler.
Yeah.
And we're in the business, so of course we're like, what? You've never seen Fiddler on the Roof? So this is actually opening up to a complete new generation, plus the people who are perhaps our age, my age,
Who want to see it?
who want to see it again,
Yep.
are saying, you know, I haven't seen it in 20 years.
I'm right in that same category. I'm big fans of the Chanhassen Dinner Theater. I live in the area, which has helped me, of course, have access. But I'm really looking forward to it too, because it'll be almost like the first time.
Well,
for
and
me as well.
and it's a professional theater. That's what the great thing is we do such high quality work at Chanhassen, and to see a wonderful classic like Fiddler on the Roof done by a professional group of actors and designers
Musicians.
and musicians. We
Yeah.
have live musicians.
Live musicians.
So it's just a really, really wonderful evening of theater. And people always thought, oh, maybe it's too long. It's not long. It's just this incredible story of a family that everybody, like he said, everybody can relate to.
And
So
you
it's
play
wonderful.
Golda, and you're Tevye,
Yes.
and that husband
Yes,
and
I'm
wife.
Tevye, yes.
But not the first time you've been. So you've kind of got this husband and wife on stage thing down a little bit, right?
Unfortunately, yes.
Not like this though. What's nice about this is we get a chance on a human level to really connect
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
go through tragedy and go through happiness together. There's a scene at the end of the first act where we're marrying off one of our children, and we come on and we're just enjoying that whole idea that this is happening to us, and we're seeing one of our kids leave the nest, and all of this sort of, and then there's the tragedies of leaving town and being together through that whole thing. I realized last night, sometimes there's a song called Anatevka, which is our home, which we're leaving, and I look at her and I go, you know, we're going to be okay. We're going to get through this together. And it's a story of our survival. It's wonderful. And like I said, the music just backs it up again. Come and see this piece, because you will be touched in ways you may never imagine.
And we encourage everyone, check the theater for seating.
Absolutely.
Call, find out, and
Yes.
call back, because there's always opportunities to see shows that people might say might be tough to get to. Call the theater and get in there. What else is it about Fiddler on the Roof that makes this special for both of you? I can tell this is exciting to both of you, and you've been in this business. You came here from California in the 90s, and you're a lifelong person from the area. What is it about this that seems to really drive you?
You know, Chanhassen, I think another great undercurrent on this production is the fact that we have a core group of actors, company members that have been with our theater for now 20 years. I mean, I remember the first time I met Keith was when he came in to do Phantom, which was
Right.
quite a while
94.
ago, 94, and has been working ever since.
Yeah.
So whether or not we're playing opposite each other, whether or not we're in the company, we're in the ensemble, or we're playing leads, we have this group of people much like the village of Anatevka. So you're looking at people every night like David Brinkley, who plays Lazar Wolf, and Keith,
yeah.
and all these wonderful people that you are friends with for 20 years. We're just this village of actors, and sometimes I feel like we're doing the dresser because it's sometimes it's like, gotta go make the donuts, come on, let's get on stage. And yet we know we click on stage. We know that we don't have to do a whole lot of prep work outside of what we would do normally as individual actors, because we can kind of read each other right away. We've known
got
each other that long.
backs.
Yep, absolutely.
We've got each other's backs too, and to relay this piece, we want to be honest and true to the piece, and we want to make this work for everyone out there, and make everyone. There are nights out there where you can hear them just sobbing. And then there's rip-roaring laughter running through the house. And to see the people do that, to hear them, helps us as actors and actresses portray the show even better, to move it even more, to know that we're connecting with a group of people who might not have seen it. This is the first time they've seen this show. So many people come up to me and go, I've never seen it. I was so moved. And that's it. And again, we go, you've never seen Fiddler on the Roof? Are you crazy? And a connection for me is I knew Jack Guilford knew Zero Mostel. Zero Mostel did Fiddler. He was the original Tevye. And we used to talk about this show. We used to talk about being true to the faith, to the Jewish religion, to the how they lived. And I always wanted to portray that, to be able to go up there and go, this is what these people go through. And they still go through this. And to do it under a circumstance where everyone out there will know that they could have been that person and share in that family experience, the pain, the joy, but to know that these are human beings. And that's what brings the show forth. The music, though, of course.
Keith Rice is with us, also Michelle Barber in Fiddler on the Roof, playing at the Chanhassen into the fall, into 2014. So there's get on there and find a way to get there.
See this show.
Yeah, it's selling really well, so I would not wait. This is one of those rare moments. When we did Jesus Christ Superstar, we had the same kind of feeling. It's just, it's so special, and we knew it in rehearsal. It's like, this is going to be a special, special production, and it is.
And so many, I love theater, but I've grown up with it. I've been a part of it. I do some things, not at your level, not even close. But
go ahead, sing for us.
But no thanks. Everybody will be gone. But what is it? Help people that maybe are more into movies and books and what is so special about live theater and the Chanhassen doing it at a very high level? So if they've been away from a while or haven't been there, why they should experience it?
Well, I think in general, the Twin Cities is such a thriving arts community. We have so many wonderful venues for theater, for live theater. I think there is an audience that appreciates the fact that they're seeing something that nobody else will ever see. If you come on a Wednesday matinee, if you come on a Sunday night, you're going to see a show, but every show is unique because it is live, because things happen, because the audience reacts differently, therefore we react differently because the audience is a character themselves. So it just makes a whole kind of excitement level that you can't get by watching a movie or you can't get by a video game. And the rest of the actors coming up now, because now we're kind of the old folk in the company.
Okay, you can
the young kids who are playing the daughters and the
They're
suitors,
wonderful, yes.
they're fantastic, and
But they're learning.
They're learning, and so the audience sees different levels of unique, wonderful actors,
Raw.
singers, dancing. Yeah,
Raw
exactly.
talent.
We
And
can't wait
for
for
the age.
everyone to get out to see it. And again, I encourage everyone, go check it out at the Chanhassen Dinner Theater, Fiddler on the Roof. 45th anniversary of the theater. It's been 20 years since Fiddler on the Roof has been at the Chanhassen. You do not want to miss it. Thanks so much, Keith. Thanks
You're
so much,
welcome.
Michelle.
You bet.
Appreciate it.
Thank you very
And
much.
check out the Chanhassen Dinner Theater, Fiddler on the Roof.